Hello, hi everyone. Thank you for joining in for the last session of trailer making competition. We'll be discussing about advanced editing and legal considerations. We being joined by Mukul. Mukul,
Good.
I've had the pleasure of knowing him for a while now. Mukul comes from great experience of working in television channels, production houses, event companies, and now runs his own training school, basically helping young leaders like yourself understand videography and photography with finer nuances. Mukul, thank you for doing this for us.
My pleasure.
Over to you now.
Hello, everyone. As sir told you about me, I'm Mukul Saraogi. I've been director of photography for 17 Bollywood movies now. I have taken over like 2,500 fashion shoots. Uh, that's it. That's it about me. You can Google my name, check my IMDb profile, और आपको काफी details मिल जाएंगी about me. Today, Uh, everything which I will be covering is from keying, color keying, animation, giving a little bit of animation to your videos. Sorry, uh, keying, animation to your videos, and transitions, how to handle transitions, a little bit of VFX, कि VFX को कैसे संभालना है, कैसे ऐड करना है, कहाँ पे क्या चीज यूज करी जा सकती है, and lastly and important, most important, color grading. So let's dive into the session. I start with keying. Is my screen visible? Okay, my screen is visible. As you can see, this is the chapter which I'm going to be teaching you. In this, there are three layers of keying happening. The first is the boardroom meeting where people are sitting. There is a TV in which a video is being played, and in that TV, the anchor is showing another footage. So we are doing keying into keying, plus one of the element is moving. I will just show you. In the center TV, in the TV where there is an anchor, the camera is panning. So how to handle your key masking using our animation in this video. Okay, so let me delete everything of this. एक और चीज है, don't get puzzled by the my Premiere Pro view because हर आर्टिस्ट का अपना तरीका होता है विंडोज को व्यूज को सेट करने का. Since see there are three videos over here जिनको हम की करेंगे. The first one is the boardroom meeting. ये हमारी सबसे okay. मेरा सीक्वेंस का जो सेटिंग है दैट इज फुल HD 1920 by 1080 at 25 FPS. बट जो वीडियो हम ले रहे हैं उसका सेटिंग कुछ अलग होगा. दैट्स व्हाई द Premiere Pro is asking you to change the sequence, but I will not change the settings because मेरे को आउटपुट में 1920 by 1080 at 25 FPS रखना है. Okay, so I will click keep settings. बोर्ड रूम की जो लेयर है वो सबसे ऊपर रखेंगे because I want this to be my main layer. Everything which will fall behind it. This boardroom, then this anchor, and in this there will be that cricket player. Then we will put anchor. Anchor की layer को रखेंगे यहाँ पे. See, anchor की layer थोड़ी बड़ी है, but since because we are in a training process, it's okay to do. And you cannot see the anchor over here because the anchor layer is beneath our boardrooms layer. In effects panel, we will go and we will search for ultra key. We will pick this ultra key and drop it on the main layer. अब आपको दिखेगा यहाँ पे we have lots of options now to edit from. We will pick the eyedropper tool, click on this green color. This green color will reveal the anchor layer. Now the layer in which the anchor is there, वो थोड़ा बड़ा है. It's enlarged. So we will be editing it to reduce its size and position this anchor clip into the boardroom's TV. To do that, I will scroll up, go to motion, click on the motion. As soon as I will click on the motion, you will see I get a transformation toolbar. इसको थोड़ा सा zoom out करेंगे ताकि I can see the transformation toolbars clearly. On the edges, when I take my cursor, you will see a arrow being made on the up and down. When this arrow happens like this, I can rotate it. When I go closer, it will turn diagonal. That means I can resize it. As of now, I have selected the wrong layer. That's why my boardroom's layer is getting affected, not the anchor one. We'll go into the layers, select this layer, we'll select the motion layer here, and उसके ऊपर हम edit करेंगे. Now I choose to reduce its size as per my wish. हमारे ऊपर है हमें कितना उसको reveal करना है. And see, once I am in the center of the transformation toolbar, I can move the layer around. So I will position it as close to the TV का जो dimension है, I will transform it to as close as possible. It's perfect for me. You can see. I will zoom in a little. This is perfect. Now there are this plus signs. These plus signs are actually placed while doing the shoot, ताकि when we are doing camera tracking in After Effects, they help us. To remove these, we will be using masking. ठीक है ना? Again, to do the masking, we need to go to the layer where these plus signs are. The plus signs are on the first layer of the film. That is the boardroom's layer. यहाँ पे हम गए, we have selected this layer, we go into the opacity, we click on this square point. हमने ये square point पे click किया, अब देखो जहाँ पे ये square point बना हुआ है वो area reveal हो रहा है, बाकी area hide हो रहा है. So we will invert this because we do not want कि square वाला area reveal हो, square वाला area hide हो, because we will be placing this square over these plus points. And voila, हमारे प्लस के सिग्नल साइंस भी गायब हो गए. It's quite clear. Sir, please English. Okay, digital katai. I will use English. I will try to be in English as much as possible. Okay, so this is done. Abhi, for now, if you see, the transformation toolbars for the masking is visible. To remove it, we will click anywhere outside it. So, see, it's gone. Now we need to place the cricketer behind the anchor. We will go into our project library, which is bin chapter 1, and place this. This is very important. We will place this in the bottommost because the foreground is our boardrooms. The middle one is the TV anchor, and the अगर हमने इनके बीच में इसको place करा, तो we will hide the other clip. In the same way, we remove the keying from the boardrooms desk. We will remove the green screen from the anchors desk as well. We'll go to the effects, select the ultra key, drop it on the anchors now on the second layer, and take eyedropper tool and remove it. I will turn on the eye for the cricket layer, go to the motion, zoom it out, select cricket layer, selecting the cricket layer, and okay, ye select. Sorry guys, we'll select the cricket layer, we'll go into the move tool, we'll select the motion and we will resize it to fit the TV over there. And now we have to go back and forth, zoom in, zoom out to be able to see the see properly कि कहाँ पे क्या place करना है. Okay, Pratyush. And we are done over here. So you can see our inception of green screen is done. But as I said, the anchor layer is panning. The TV is moving. After a while, you will see over here somewhere. Update. You will see here the screen is getting black line because the camera is panning. That means that green portion of this area is also moving out. So we need to animate the cricket layer to match the movement of the camera. How we do this? Any idea? Guys, any idea? Okay. We will go to the cricket layer. We'll go into the motion panel. In this motion panel, you will see a little bit of toggling animation buttons. Yes, Sanskar keyframing. We will keyframe. We'll go to the first frame. We will go to the first frame, adjust our cricket layer at the appropriate place we want. We will toggle the animation on for the position because we are going to change the position. And then we'll go to the last frame. And we will again select the motion thing and move it. So now it's moving along with the. Okay, I just noticed when I do the full screen, it does not display on the webinar host page. So I will not be doing the full screen now. Okay, so now this is complete. I'm just showing you the result. What is missing in it? The keying is done, but there is a mismatch in the scene. There is a mismatch in the scene. How? Our boardroom meeting is very, very bluish in shade, whereas the TV screen is very warm in tone, and the cricket layer is at a different color level. And all of the three are very sharp in focus. When the distance is increased, the sharpness tends to get down. It tends to lose its sharpness. It starts to become a little blur. Yes, Anush, color difference is there. So we will go into, first of all, we will start correcting our cricket layer. The cricket layer we select from the bottom of the layer. We will go into the effects panel, search for camera blur. Camera blur is a default effect in Premiere. So it will be available to all of you. It's nothing out of which I have downloaded, and it works perfectly fine. I drop it on the cricket layer. As I drop it on the cricket layer, it's completely blur. See, it says completely blur. We don't need this much of blur. So we'll reduce it percentage to 2. See, it's still a little sharp. We will increase, say 5, and now it's a little blur. The stark contrast is between the layer in the boardroom and the anchors TV. The anchors is very warm and the boardroom is very blue. I will give you a very basic hint of color correction right now because we are doing an advanced session on color grading a little later. Yes, we can do this in FCP as well. FCP maybe it's possible, Aishwarya. So this is, we go to Windows. I'm going from Windows root to show you where we will find the color correction tab. We will go into Windows and we will select the symmetry color. So the symmetry color box is open. And right now, nothing is activated because not a single layer is selected. I will go to the monitor anchor clip, which is the middle clip, go into the basic correction. In the basic correction, you will see white balance. Under the white balance, we will move it towards the cool side, that is the blue side. See, is the difference visible now? This was earlier, this is now. This person is still a little yellow, a little warm. That's required color grading, which we will learn after a while in this session only. I hope things are clear to you guys. In the keying only, I'm going into advanced keying. In this, I will be teaching you how to animate and use VFX, a little bit of VFX to match according to your needs. So before I show you how to do, I will show you what is the clip we are working on. Okay, again, full screen doesn't work. I can't do full screen. I guess everyone excited. The key expects to edit this clip is this girl get zoom out along with the main green screen channel, और साथ ही साथ में along with it there is an effect for which is a directional blur which gives the zooming out effect to the girl's video. Along with this, here it's the saturated form, but once it go into the retro TV, we are animating the colors as well. So let me clear out all of these things. Everything is clear. The base layer for this is the living room. This living room is the base layer, which is right now enlarged to our output, which is bigger than our output. So we will go into the effects control. Again, same motion, and because this is too big image for our video, we will use the scale tool over here and we'll scale it down to our liking. So this is kind of a perfect. Now I need this girl to sit over here. We'll drop down the girls layer over this. We'll, as you can see, the girl is perfectly placed right now. And again, same steps for now. We go into ultra key. We put the ultra key over here. We use the eyedropper color. We pick a green color to get the masking done, to get the keying done. Ab, what is happening is the behind the layer, the main living room layer is disproportionate to the girl. So we will select the living room layer and adjust the size accordingly. So it matches to the girl. The proportions are matched properly. And this, for me, this is fine. It can be different for you. It can be different for the scene requirement. You have to play around to visually check which one looks perfect as per the natural order of things. Since the I will just turn off the ultra key. There are camera tracking marks over here. We need to get rid of them. We'll go into the opacity channel, take the pen tool and draw around the girl. As soon we have done it, just check all the camera markings, all the anchor markings for the camera tracking are gone. And let's see. Over here all the marks are vanished. So the first part is done. The second part comes the applying of our retro TV layer. We'll select our retro TV. See, this is the retro TV and it already have a motion in it. But this TV is getting turned on to the green screen instead of what we have seen. It's getting turned off. So how to do this? I will just tell you. We'll drop down this TV somewhere to match the actions of the girl. This was as soon as the girl presses the button, it should start zooming out. We'll place the clip here. And the TV is getting turned on, but we needed to get it turned off. So the green has to be on the first frame of this. We'll go into the speed duration, right click on this, go to the speed duration, and we will reverse the clip. As we click reverse, you will see the green is the chroma cut for the TV is on the first frame and it's getting turned off. So we need to increase the clip as well to match. Now I will again do the same steps. Take the ultra key, place it on the TV, take the eyedropper color tool, use the green color, and as of now, I can see the girl, but the girl is right now enlarged to the size of the TV. So I will go to the first frame of the TV, mark my position and scale for both the living room layer as well as for the girl layer, because this position is the position where our animation is going to get started from. Yeah, from this point, our animation of zooming out will start from. So we zoom this a little bit. We'll place the girl somewhere here, and the corresponding. Again, it depends on your liking, on the scene to scene basis, of how much size and scaling is need to be done. So we have prepared the first frame where this transformation will take place. Okay, we'll go to we'll go 5 frames ahead, and we'll again cut the scene. I generally cut the scene so that I'm not spilling over the animation to my scene ahead in the chapter. So I'm not spilling on the animation in the scene ahead. I have not selected TV as a frame. I went to the first frame of the TV. I just went to the first frame of the TV. That's all. And once I reached on the first frame of the TV, I I turned on the toggle animation buttons. As soon as you click on the toggle animation button, you will get these bullet marks. I will show you more about it in this video itself. कि इसको कैसे, how you handle this animation toggles. So right now on the first frame, the animation for the position and scale is turned on for the girl and the living room. That this should be our position. And this should be our position after zooming out. This is the girl's position. So we'll copy these things into the. Okay. Since sorry, my mistake. We will go to the last frame, and again add a keyframe here and move this keyframe on the last frame, because ये हमारी position होगी. This will be the final position of our size from zooming out. And on the first frame, we will copy the original size of the girl and the living room. So we'll select this layer. We'll get the information. This is 960, 540, and 100% scale. We'll put this over here, which is 960. We'll put it here, 540. We'll put our scale 100. And we go into the living room first layer, which is not transformed. 893, 127. And we will go here, 893, 127, and 103. So if I turn off the TV layer, we still have this, and this animation is happening. Okay, this is the mistake. I forgot to turn on the animation for the living room. And while when I did this, my animation for the living room is not happening. So I will go to the last frame, turn on TV. we'll go to the living room. Living room में हमने क्या गलती की है? Let me tell you. मैंने क्या गलती की है? What mistake I have done is I have not moved these keyframes of the desired result to the desired position. I needed to move this living room to the last frame. And we'll give it again. 893, 127, 103. 893, 127, 103. I will turn off the TV layer. We will see the animation happening. Yeah, try. 893, 127, 103. See, the animation is happening. I will again. Okay, good, Rajpari. Since I have made a mistake, which will be very confusing for you guys, I will repeat the process. In the living room TV, on the first frame, we have the complete first frame is of the size, and on the last frame, हमें ये size करना है. So to do this, I'm just doing it again, once again, so that there is no confusion, because I made a little bit of error in the animation. I will remove the animation by toggling it off from the living room. This living room layer is right now at a transformation, which is our old retro TV requirement. So we'll go on the last frame, select the living room and toggle the animation. And हमें ये कहाँ से करना है? From the original size. So we'll copy the original size numbers from there and put it here. ये 127, 103. Okay, mine 103. So this is happening now perfectly. And now we will animate the TV as well. TV हमारा our TV is in the desired transformation. So we'll go on the last frame of, turn on the keyframe, we'll move the keyframe to the last one. And we have to zoom out on the first frame. So it starts zooming out with the clip into the original position. We'll go to the first frame, we will scale it up. We'll scale it up this much that it goes out of the view. So as soon as the girl press the button, this thing happens. Aishwarya, क्या समझ में नहीं आया है? Please mark your question. Now this, if you play, is going very sharp. Is going very sharp. So we need to put a blur to it, a directional blur, because देखिए जब ऐसे zoom out होता है तो it gives a motion blur. So we'll add a directional motion blur to the clip. There are many ways to do it. The simplest way, without disturbing the entire timeline, we'll go right click in our bin, we'll go to the new item and select adjustment layer. We'll create a adjustment layer. Adjustment layer is a layer where you can add on any effect. You can do any color grading without disturbing the original footage of yours. We'll drag this adjustment layer, place it over the animation. This animation, which is happening for 5 frames, so we will cut it to the 5 frame mark. As I told you, I do this cut a lot of, I do all my animation, all my effects in the clipped portion. We'll go into the effects panel, search for directional blur. See there, the directional blur. Directional blur is again a default blur in Premiere Pro, so you need not to download it. We will apply this directional blur to the adjustment layer. Nothing is there because by default all the values are 0. We'll give it say 5, increase a little. Okay, this is direction. We'll make it 90 degree and we'll increase the blur length. See, Anuj, to okay. You go into Windows, you go to your project panel. You go to your project panel. In the project panel, you right click over there, new item, adjustment layer. Okay, there is that. On the did we crop the video and place? Aishwarya, we did not crop the video. We zoomed out. We zoomed out. In the direction. So 90 degree and the blur length to say 50. We will toggle the animation. The animation is on, but the animation right now is in the middle of the frame. We need this at the starting. We'll take our timeline to the last frame of the adjustment layer, and make the blur length 0. So it gives a beautiful animation. As the animation is going, the zooming out is happening, the blur is also getting animated. You can see here. The first one is 50:48, and as we are going down, it is reducing here, and it's going clear. Right. On the similar way, in the similar way, we will we can animate the colors also. We'll again create a new adjustment layer. We'll place that adjustment on the top of everything because this color needs to be animated and kept for the entire scene. Up, we'll go here and we'll go into the limit tree and halka sa we will desaturate to match the girl with the retro TV. Now this, as of now, the TV and the girl are getting affected because the adjustment layer is right above both of them. So we need to move this adjustment layer between the TV and the girl. How to do this? We'll delete this adjustment layer, select both of these layers, move them up one layer. So we have an empty layer here. Over here, we'll again drop down an adjustment layer. Be with me. And now if we do anything with this layer on this new adjustment layer, it just affects the girl, not the entire scene. So we'll desaturate a little bit to match the retro TV. Uh, Thoda sa will increase the exposure because TV has a glow. TV generally have glow in it by default. And we will add a vignette because in old TVs, the corners have black roundness in it. This is done. How you animate the elementary colors? You will ask me, sir, yahan to there is no animation toggle button over here. All the animation toggle buttons are in effects control. See, you go to the basic corrections and you will see all the geometry color scopes option which were there in the geometry tab are here as well. And here you can do the animation toggling on and off. So this desaturated form we need for our final portion. जहाँ पे ये जहाँ पे means at the point where this is zoomed out. So we'll turn on the saturation toggle on at this point, which we have brought down to 84, and the exposure we have increased to match the TV glow. Then we'll go to the first frame of the adjustment layer and we'll again put the original colors back. So this matches this scene and it goes back. Fine. There are multiple things that can be done using opacity channel. I will give a demo to this because till now we haven't talked about opacity. We have only talked about the masking done in opacity. So say I have a video. This video, it has arrows on a black. If I put this arrows on the TV and turn on the layer visibility, it is not allowing me to see anything behind it. If I drop the opacity, normal. If I drop the opacity is getting dropped for everything, including the whites and the blacks. But I only want K the white portion gets disappeared and the arrows remain. So I will go and do the multiply. And the arrows are there and the white portion has become transparent now. You can place this arrow using the motion option anywhere you want. Like this or something. Similarly, I have downloaded one more arrow animation for you guys, which is green and black. You will say, sir, isme to we'll put an ultra key, we'll use the eyedropper tool and do the green color. But no, I want black to be transparent and I do not want to, put on any more effects to it because these many layers will cost you the processing speed and the RAM speed. The simplest way to do is select the layer, go to the opacity, go to the blend mode of opacity and select screen. Multiply removes all the whites from the layer and makes the white portion transparent, whereas screen does the reverse and turns the black portion transparent. And I go to the motion panel to adjust our arrows. So this is how everything looks. If you have any question, please put it here. I will repeat before I go. Okay, this is nice because the video of our black arrow somewhere turns white. This is a nice example. So I will delete the green arrow. Will open the white. Will select the white arrow layer. Somewhere this is happening. This is happening because in the original layer, in the original video, this is there. The black and white reverse itself to white and black. You go to the program की. तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे? We will at the exact moment this is happening, we'll cut the layer and we'll go to the blend mode and make it screen. So the black turns into white without anybody noticing it. Is everyone fine? Everybody understood? Any questions till now? I will leave this right now as it is. I will not close this. I will save this. So if there is any question from anyone, I can come over here and explain. Sir, did we crop video and placed on TV? But no, Aishwarya. We didn't do any such thing. Let me just show you quickly once again. मैं इसको नहीं छेड़ रहा हूँ. I'm moving this aside. Completely, I'm moving this aside. I'm going to show you very quickly. This is the girl. I'm placing it randomly. This is the girl. And this is the TV. So we need to place the girl inside the TV. We use the ultra key. Ultra key over here. And we had the same way. This is what we did. And now to adjust the girl into the TV, we selected the girl layer. We went into the motion tab. In the effects tab, in the motions, हमने इसको बस scale down किया. We have just scaled down our girl. We have just done this. What I did with the opacity pan tool, let me show you that also. I just bring the living room quickly, make it 70, 100. I have reset the girl. I've not done nothing. Don't be alarmed. I've just resetted the girl. I have placed. I have gone to the effects panel. अल्ट्रा की डाली टिप टिप अल्ट्रा की डाली इस पे हमें हमारी लड़की दिख रही है वी आर एबल टू सी आवर गर्ल बट वी आर एट द सेम टाइम these marks are visible so to remove these marks we have created a mask around the girl so only this girl will be visible and all the other marks will go away inverted. So all the marks are gone. Aishwarya, clear now? Okay, so uh, we move to the next chapter, that is transition. We can use the opacity masking to create transition between two channels, two scenes. Project session, transitions. Okay, okay, full screen doesn't work. I look at this. And this is a cool effect which is happening nowadays. The effect is you use a foreground element. Over here, I have used this pillar to reveal the next scene over here. Very simple, very basic two-layer job. Not much to do in it. और ये आजकल रील्स में भी बहुत ट्रेंडिंग है. तो these days, these kind of effects are trending in reels and everybody is using it. They do it on their phone. Premium, it just, you should know a trick how to do it. We go to our database. I delete these layers. This is one. This is the layer which we will be revealing, and this is the video from where we will be revealing. So since we will be revealing from this video will go on the top and the other layer will be in the bottom. The placement of this layer depends on which pillar we select to reveal. So let's say I will start my reveal from this point. So I will move the layer and match it on the timeline. Right now, it's not showing. As I said, I love to clip the timeline so that my animations are not affecting any of the clip after or before it. So I will clip here the layer. So it doesn't affect the previous portion of the clip. बहुत बेसिक है. हम बीच में कहीं पे जाएंगे. We'll go somewhere in middle so that I can start masking from here. We don't need a pen tool to create a mask in this because this is fairly straight. We'll go to the square tool. A wrong layer, sorry. We need to do it on the top of the layer. We'll select that layer. हमने square tool लिया and हमने इसको invert किया. We inverted this because we need we place it over. We place the square over here. Use the zoom out करेंगे. We'll zoom it out and we'll use these transformation corners. And will match the angle of the pillar. So this fairly easy portion is done. This is going to be our benchmark for the rest of the animation. Yes, we can animate the mask as well. Everything which is there in the timeline is animatable. So we'll go to the first frame from where we need to start the reveal. Since the pillar, I will just turn off the mask. Since the layer pillar is starting from this portion, we need to move the mask over here. We'll turn on the mask, we'll click the mask and grab the mask and bring it here. And mark. We'll toggle the animation on. So it start. And we'll go to the last frame where this pillar completely disappears. We'll select the mask. We'll select the handles. We're not going to select the entire mask because the entire mask is smaller than the clip. We will be selecting the handles and we'll select both the handles so that the pillar shape is not gone wrong, and we'll move it to the last frame. See, you will see the toggle buttons are there. The animation is happening in between these two buttons. Just click somewhere to hide the transformation box and the reveal is happening. अब आप लोग कहेंगे यूएल से कि सर ये तो पिलर फास्ट भाग रहा है एनिमेशन स्लो हो रही है तो वी विल स्टार्ट पुटिंग key frames in between the animation. That is, we'll make more marks in between to match the pillar speed. Here, pillar is going ahead of our animation, so we will go to this layer. We'll again select both the handles, bring it onto the pillar. We'll go few more frames ahead, do the same. We'll go few more frames, bring it again here, and similarly we'll match. You can do this animation frame by frame as well, or by jumping few frames ahead. If it doesn't hurt the it doesn't hurt your effect. Hmm. So over here, it is hurting my effect, desired effect. So I will select the mask. Okay, mask. I will select the anchor points for the transformation and match it here. See, इसको आप refine कर सकते हैं जितना चाहें. You can refine as much as you want. And one more thing in this edge is very sharp. This edge is very sharp. We will go to the feather and will increase the feather to 25. Now look at this difference. This is what it's called VFX. There are two terms. Let me go out of way and explain you. One is SFX, one is VFX. SFX is special effects, VFX is visual effects. Special effects and VFX में difference क्या है? Special effects are done at the time of shooting. You do it at the production stage. When you are shooting, you use all the effects which are done during the shoot are special effects. Anything which you do digitally, any manipulation you do digitally is visual effects. This is an example of a visual effect. I will show you one more interesting transition which you can create is through color correction. I have these two clips. I place these two clips side by side. And I want to, when I move from this clip to this clip, ये jump नहीं होना चाहिए. There should not be a jump like this. So how can we do this? Let me reverse the clips so you will get a better idea of it. See, I'm just toggling ahead to get the brightest point. See, the sun is there. I clip here. I have marked a clip over here and the sun is getting revealed over here. So I will delete anything behind it. Still, when you play this, it is merging into the another scene, but there is a jump. Right? We can use inbuilt transition also for this. We can no. In videography, SFX means sound spatial effects. When we are editing video, it's spatial effects. When we are shooting video, it's spatial effects. It is also an abbreviation for sound effects also for sound industry when you are working on music. So it is interchangeable. Hmm. Ah. How? Where were we? Two ways to do the transition. Either we use the inbuilt or we create our own. Uh, let's do the inbuilt effects transition. All the transitions are stored in video transitions. And in video transitions, there are dissolve, immersive video, and many. We go to the additive dissolve, we'll drag this and we'll place it. We'll place it in between both the layers. You see, it is coming on both the layers. I will zoom for you. Any adjustment which we need to make on the transition is not going to be seen in the effects control panel for the layer. You have to select the transition itself. So when you select the transition itself, you will see its options for adjustment. Right now, our transition is for 20 frames. I will increase it to 1 second, and it's equally distributed among both the clips. Let's see what output we get. It beautifully merges one scene to another. Again, perfect. This is one way. There are multiple transitions. One which many people used to in old days was the page wheel. See, like it's turning a page or a page turn. So you can play around, toy around the transitions, make a list which you like. I generally like dissolve and immersive videos transitions, and there are many transitions online which are free to download. You can download them and use them as well. The other method, which for transition, using our color correction, is Lumetri trap. So we search Lumetri effect over here. Lumetri color. See, in the color correction tab, you have Lumetri color. We'll apply the effect on both the layers. हमने दोनों layers पे Lumetri डाल दिया है. हम effects control में we'll go into effects control. We'll see here the Lumetri is there. Right before the end of the first clip, we'll go into the exposure and toggle it on. We are toggle it on. You are turning it on at 0. Right now, no effects going to happen. And we'll go to the last frame of this clip. And we'll increase the exposure to its maximum. That is 7. See. अब यहाँ पे at this point the animation is happening for the exposure in the first clip and a direct jump is coming in the second clip. So we need to create a reverse animation to handle the baton being passed from the first clip to the second. We'll go 5 frames ahead or 10 frames ahead in the second clip, select the second clip and toggle on the animation. We are toggling it on at this point at 0 so that the rest of the animation, rest of the clip is at the point at the exposure we need. We go back to the first frame of this clip and increase the exposure to its maximum. See, now it's handling the passing of the baton from one clip to the other. Let's quickly move to the color grading portion because that's a very long session that's going to take a lot of understanding. There are two terms. One is color correction and one is color grading. Color correction means correcting the colors of a clip of your scene as close as to the nature. What is visible naturally, we try to reach to its closest. It's called color correction. Whereas the color grading is manipulating the colors to meet the mood of the scene. Either it's mood of the scene, if we are doing music video, it's matching the tempo of the music that's being played. We'll check recipe color correction. I take this scene over here. This is shot by me. I have shot this scene. Uh, um, Fairly when we shoot, we are closest to the nature, so there is not much of a color correction required in it. Um, because when I am shooting, I'm using white balance grids, so I'm very much close to the nature. So we dive into the color correction. We go to the windows and I will turn on the limitry scopes. I'm putting my limitry scopes here. Limitry color. Wait, just setting up my windows so that I can teach you. Because why I enlarge this telemetry section, because it has a lot of options which I need to see while I'm explaining you things. We'll put the try maker to the position where she opens up her eyes, and we'll start our color grading session now. Over here is the limitry scopes. At first, it looks really scary to the first timers, but believe me, it's not. Once you understand this, you will love it. This particular portion is telling me which color, uh, uh, what all colors are there in this scene, and which color is at what brightness and darkness. Over here, my red, green, blue. The 100 portion tells you how much bright they are, and 0 tells you how dark they are. There are a lot of information for red in the upper channel compared to the blues. The blue has a lot less information in whites, but a lot information in the dark. Green has a little less information compared to red in the white, but a lot of information in the dark. So if you look at the scene, I fit it to the green is in the background in the darkness, which is visible to the eyes as well, and in this information panel as well. And the red is quite a lot in the brighter section. So that's why the information in the red is higher in the bright. The green over here is also in bright, so there is a little bit of green information here. We now go to the limitry tab, and unlike other effects, we do not need to drag and drop limitry option on the clip. As soon as you touch anything in this limitry tab, you will see the limitry color is applied. The first section, the basic correction section, is the section where we do all the color correction we need to do. It has white balance, it has tint, it has saturation, exposure, and everything. This is helpful for color correction. There is not much to be done in this clip, but in the next clip, there is a lot of color correction also happening. Now, at that point of time, I will explain you all these. We go to curves, and in this curves, you can control each and every color as per your wish. This is where all the magic of the color grading happens. This portion, always remember, the left hand side is your black side, the right hand side is your white side. If I, uh, how to edit this? See, right now my cursor is white. As soon as I go over here, it turns black. And I can select and move. If I move it up, I'm moving it into the white section. So all my shadows, all my black portion in the video is getting increased simultaneously. And you can see the information in black, the information in the black portion over here is gone. That means the scene does not have black color. So this is very useful to create faded effects. And when I go to the white and I starts to bring it down, see my brightness of the scene is good. All the whites in my scene is going down, which in a layman term, my brightness is getting down. But if I move this white channel to the left, it starts to increase. So a heavy, nice combination of this can be used to achieve a desired result. And one thing is good in the limitary section. If you double click, it will reset. If you double click on any of the anchor points, like if I'm in a basic correction, I've increased exposure. If I need to reset it, I do not need to click reset button. It will reset everything. I just need to double click on it. We can do is, okay, let me just go through the question. Hi there, from Singapore. Can you do the same with blue? We can do with any of the colors we want. I again go back to the curves. Right now, I am when the white is selected, you will see a blue circle around white. That means I'm working on all the three colors, red, green, and blue. But if I need to edit just one color, say blue as asked by Kushi, I will go to blue and only blue color is getting affected. The blue channel, when you bring it down, turns yellow and green. When you take it to the left, it goes magenta. And in the shadows, also the same. In the shadows, it is see it started to increase yellow, and over if I take it up, it will start to add magenta in the. So now you know how the color grade are made. This is something which you see nowadays. Are you living media mantra? Thanks for the compliment, by the way. No, no, no. Uh, co- let me cut my session and reply this. Every scene have all three colors. Every scene every color have uh, all three colors. It's just how much or how less is there. Visually, you are not able to see blue over here, but blue is there. Green is made of blue. Magenta or maroons are made out of blue. So it is always there. Yes, actually, these are showing RGB levels of the video. Yes, Shiv Shankar Ravindran, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, we need to understand color theory in depth to understand color grading. Let's just understand the this portion and we jump into the legal portion. So I'm giving you a very basic tip: hue versus saturation. Hue is the color, and saturation is the intensity of the color in it. I right now need to increase the green colors in it. So I will go somewhere here, mark the 2 points. And if I increase the green from here, you will see the green is getting more saturated. Is the difference visible on your screen? I will just increase a little bit of the threshold. See, all the green is black and white now. And if I take it up, all the green is green. Yes, all the colors are made up of RGBs, whatever you're seeing on the screen. You're saying right, Pritush. Just to make it look a little beautiful, we'll select this portion and increase a little green in it. Hue versus luma means we are playing with the particular section of the hue and increasing its brightness or darkness. So I just need this green is now very saturated, but a little dark to bring out my character from the scene. Don't go too much, otherwise you will see these patches here. You need everything needs to be in control for the same. A tip: all everyone in the world wants to look fair and beautiful. The colors, let me reset. The color tones is in the mid range of red to yellow. And if I increase this portion, see, my model is getting brighter. This is how you play with hue versus saturation, hue versus luma. Uh, sat- Hue versus saturation help you to increase or decrease the color intensity of a scene. Particular color, आप यहाँ से कोई भी color pick करके you can select. You can play with it. If I'm clicking on the dark blue and if I'm clicking on the cyan and I'm editing, so it is actually a seamless bar. It's not like it's ending here, it's starting from here. It's an endless bar. Since there is less information in blue over here, not much will be visible. The last option in this is Vineta. If you turn down the Vineta, you will get black edges in the scene, helps you focus on the lady. If you are doing outdoors in a bright scenario, we generally go with this white. There is a lot of details to be covered in it, but it actually requires its own session. Color grading requires its own 1.5 hour session. This is all about color grading. You have to really you have to experiment on the channels. Hue versus hue, एक और बता देता हूँ मैं बहुत जल्दी, very quickly I will show you. Since it has a lot of green information, I will mark my section for the greens. And hue versus hue is so that I can change the color of the green into something else. See, as I clicked it, a vertical line has come up, and if I take it up, it will turn it into reddish tones. If I take it down, it will turn it into bluish tone. Whereas if I'm doing the same on a hue versus luma, it is showing me black to white instead of color gradient. Fine. I have been this section still have legal consideration and trailer pacing to be taught. Let me jump to it, and let me switch my screen. Jeannie, can you please allow my screen? Thank you, Jeannie.
Yes.
I'm just moving fast now.
Okay.
Too much to cover in a small session.
Yes, it's understand, but definitely
Okay.
you can give them the content, and I'll share with them.
Yes, I will do that. So we go to the film trailer, which is your main portion which you are working on. A movie trailer is generally 2 to 3 seconds long. As you can see clearly, I have written it also. A movie trailer is divided into 5 sections. The first section is the hook. The hook is the opening section, not an introduction section. It's very precise. It is there to hook, as the name suggests, to hook the audience to your trailer to watch the trailer. It should be really paced up with lot of mystery into it. Mm. Sorry, I was reading the questions. Yes, I will share the files in the group, not an issue for me. I will share all the files in the group, all the assets in the group. All the assets belong to me. I have shot them. So there are no copyright infringements. You can practice on them. Let me now cover up the trailer portion. So the first section of the movie trailer is the hook. Hook is very precise, 15 to 30 seconds, where you try to grab the attention of the audience so that they watch the entire trailer. As soon as the hook ends, the logo animation, the reveal of the production houses, the reveal maybe of the title comes up, and then the introduction phase starts. In the introduction phase, you generally you generally try to set the tone of the trailer along with introducing the audience to the subject of the film. We will see one trailer to get a feel of what all I'm trying to say and divide it into it. It's kind of a case study. We'll do it after I have explained all the 5 sections. So the first section is hook, the second section is introduction, and the introduction you are introducing the subject of the film. The pace has to be really rhythmic and slow for the watcher to be able to focus on it. Okay, what is the movie is all about. The next portion comes, and it is called the rising tension, where we show where we are trying to show the protagonist of the movie, the protagonist of that trailer in an you can say as an underdog, where stakes like blowing up of the world or his life is at stake, or matlab, we are increasing the stakes for our protagonist. That portion of the rising tension needs to be paced up, needs to have lot of cuts, and needs to have lot of mystery element. The second last portion, the fourth portion, is the climax, and the climax is the peak of the entire trailer. And in the introduction section, in the rising tension section, you are throwing one dialogues or one liners, whereas in the climax we have paced up a little more. We are using a lot more words. We are using one words instead of complete sentences. And the last is the outro. Outro, like the hook, should be powerful for the audience to, you know, waiting for a movie. Okay, we need to see this movie in the theaters, and also outro needs to have a underlining message to the entire subject of the movie. So, for an example, if you look at the Oppenheimer trailer, you will see that entire trailer is about creating a bomb before Nazis to end the World War. But in the end of the trailer, they say this bomb has the capacity to end the humankind. Means leaving questions in the mind. Okay, we are fighting to create a bomb for peace, but it can also end. So it leaves with more mystery for the audience. Ginny, should I show the trailer?
Yes, you present
Is
your screen. I'll add it here.
I'm just I'm stopping my screen and switching it.
Yes. Okay.
Share screen. I'm sharing the entire screen. बार बार नहीं होगा फिर ना.
Okay.
Is it
I've added.
okay?
Yes. Yeah.
We are looking at Netflix own trailer. I'm turning on my volume. एक minute, let me turn off my mic. Uh,
Audio is not audible, sir. Should I share?
Sorry?
Audio is not coming. Should I share from my end?
There is an echo. Why this is an echo?
I don't know, sir. Somebody saying turn off mic and turn on system volume.
That's the if
I'll share it, sir, if you that's fine to you. Sector 36, right? You are muted, sir.
the echo is because of your mic.
My mic.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Your
I'll
mic. Let's try. Now it's not echoing.
but the voice is not coming off the trailer. That's the issue.
You turn off your mic, Mona, once. Let's just let us see the trailer because we need to see the visuals. So without music, let's just see once. So till here, when the this song is being played and this kid is being shown, this is the portion of the hook. And mantra, yes, I did turn off what you said, but there is some echo, something which is echoing. So when this and the hook ends here, the hook ends here. It has created the interest in for the audience, and the subject is being revealed. In the background, the kids butchering is shown. And again, one more thing. In the introduction segment, we do reveal our protagonist as well. So the tone for the trailer introduction is being set. Over here, in this particular section, the tensions are being increased. That protagonist has to find the dead bodies and the killer. I agree that we are going with the visuals, but music is also important for a trailer. And now the climax starts. The protagonist is being shown as an underdog. His own daughter is being kidnapped. His wife is cursing. The world is going to haywire. And now the outro starts. This outro is very beautiful because in the entire movie they have shown that they are chasing a villain, they're chasing a killer, and once they catched it, the killer says, "Ask me anything. पूछो मुझसे जो पूछना है, I will reply you." So the entire struggle is being undermined and underlined with this subject that he is a psycho. I'm done with my session for the trailer making and everything. If you have any questions,
If anybody has any questions, they can drop up in the comment section. There is a question that came up, sir.
Kushi, I taught about VFX during the transition phase. Whatever we did with the keying, that also comes under VFX. The zoom out effect for the TV, where we did directional blur and um, color grading animation, that is also a VFX. In the trailer, you are talking about VFX. Yes, there is hardly any VFX, but there is a lot of color grading in it. How do you find and add the hook in a movie? Uh, Very interesting question, actually. For that, you need to know the script of the movie. You need to understand the movie, and you need to understand your target audience. Then only you will be able to find a hook that will interest your target audience. In our field, when we are editing, it's not what you like, it's what your target audience like. You have to work according to them. So you have to put yourself into their shoe. Okay, what will they like? Like, I will give you an example of a Netflix series, Mamla Legal है. In that, एक saloon का scene होता है, for which they were projecting the female lead as a, okay, you will get her photos for your saloon. But the saloon owner says, no, we live in East Delhi, we live in Lakshmi Nagar, ये South Delhi types नहीं चलेगी. And he chooses a very East Delhi looking lawyer. So you have to have your hook, your target audience in mind to create a hook. What will they like? Okay, yes. Legal portion. I will tell you about legality to avoid any copyrights for your YouTube channel and for future. If you're using an original content, the content which you have created from visuals and audio, you are the owner of it. You have the copyright for it. Make sure when you are taking an original content and all the members of the team that has worked have given you the clearance to use this. That is done through mutual understanding agreements and legal contracts. Because when you're creating a content, a lot of people are involved. But the one who is either the producer or the director have the copyright for it. These days, a lot of A-grade actors are taking old movies, which they have done in their starting days. They are taking its copyright from their original producers. Yes, copyright is transferable. Then we come to fair usage. Fair usage, you have to understand that under fair usage, there are things which are available on the internet, but when you are using it, you have to give proper credits for it to the content creator. If you're using some music which is royalty free also, it's a fair practice to give credits on your video to them. We should not go unethical and use a loophole around it by increasing the audio's tempo, putting in some effects to bypass the copyright algorithm. But we should be fair while using the free content and give proper credits. I will share this entire document with you so that legal consideration everything is clear. YouTube, either it's YouTube, either it's Instagram, either it's Facebook, they have very strong algorithm, and anything which you put, they tag it with an ID. Yes, fair usage comes with a limit. You can use it for educational purpose. See, please do not cut me in between. I was telling about content ID. Sorry. Fair usage, you can use it for criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research work, like these. But you cannot use for commercial work until unless you have contacted the person who owns the copyright and taken the written permission from them. For commercial usage, you need to have written contracts with the person who holds the copyright or who had created the content. Content IDs. All the platforms in the universe have their own content IDs, have a very strong algorithm method to avoid copyright issues. As soon as you put anything on the YouTube, they are being tagged. And once they are tagged and anybody else uses it, the algorithm gives them the warning and it will give you the intimidation if somebody is losing it. So the person who has created the content can seek legal actions against you. To find free music, free audio, royalty-free audio, you can check the session 3 of the ongoing series. There, Dhruv talks about how to find on YouTube Studio at around 16-minute mark. Again, I've just written it to explain you that you should make sure that all the images, videos which you are using, you either have the proper licenses for it from the content creator, the original content creator for them, or you have shot them yourself, until and unless they are under fair usage. I think that's there. अगर questions हैं तो बता दीजिए.
If anybody has any questions from Mukul sir, he took his precious time for us out today. And any questions that if you have, you can drop in the comment section. Anything that you want sir to let know, or you have any doubt regarding the topic, sir is here to take it up. We are almost on the last 15 minutes of our cohort. The cohort is gonna end today. So if there is any question, you can drop up in the comment section. Any feedback for us, we would love to know.
I love to teach. If anybody of you wants to connect with me for future sessions, I'm very much approachable. You can Google me, you can find all my contact details. Somebody wants to know about virtual production, we'll cover it in future sessions. Any questions regarding color grading, VFX, or legal?
There is a question that is virtual production.
That's what I said. We can cover it in future sessions. It's not part of the session right now.
Okay.
Because again, it will take me 15 minutes if I start speaking on it.
Yeah, I understand. If there is any topic that you want us to discuss or anything that you want, you can drop it in the group as we have. We can specially arrange a session for you guys. We have some amazing speakers with us. So yes, they voluntarily come up for this great initiative by FICCI, Netflix. Amazing. Anything else that you guys want to let us know? Mukul sir, if you are done, you can stop sharing. Or if you want to tell students something, we can continue.
I've told what I want to tell. If there is any doubt in their minds, they can connect with me afterward also. Not an issue.
Sure, sir.
I hope it's very informative and people understood it. I had a bad throat, so maybe that didn't hamper my teaching.
Yes. General question for the future of editing industry. What would you suggest an aspiring artist in the free market?
Future editing industry, what would you suggest for an expert? Editing is not going anywhere. Editing is going to go leaps and bounds because of the accessibility to the internet and cheapness of means it's becoming more affordable for everyone. Even the high-end mobiles are affordable to everyone. So video contents are going to increase leaps and bounds. Everybody is every third or fourth person is doing editing in their own way. I think I should conclude. Okay.
Yes,
thanks,
the students
everyone.
are very active with us and they'll keep talking. Yes.
I also love to talk.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. It means a lot to have you today. It was an amazing session. and I wasn't able to show up earlier because I was caught up with some another event, but definitely I was seeing it all live and everything was amazing. Thank you so much, sir, again. असाइनमेंट विल बी गिवन टू यू, खुशी रात को दे देंगे आराम से कर लेना, अभी तो पिछली असाइनमेंट की डेडलाइन ही खत्म नहीं हुई है. I think my net is working fine, right? I think sir has got freezed. Yes, okay. So today we are ending the cohort. How are you guys feeling about it? It was a great journey. I think we all learned a lot. Even I made very nice connections through this cohort, and I hope you guys also did make some good connections. It is your time for now to start editing and working on the final script. Yes. So, am I expecting to meet some of your faces in the finale that is in February in Delhi in offline mode? Can I expect some of you there? So, we are planning to keep a small online mini meet and greet that we'll be revealing soon, so that you, when you are done with exams, then only we'll keep it. Yes, hoping to see. I hope that I see some of these faces in Delhi in February. Bharat Mandapam Pragati Madan. We are doing a finale there. It's a huge event, and you all have to be dressed up properly. Top 10, top 20 people. We are inviting you all there. Yes. Amazing. I will also be there, and let's have a party after that. For that, you have to make an amazing trailer with the assets given to you. Money Heist and Squid Games approval is still pending due to some festivity going on in Goa. That is a film festival, so Netflix team is busy there. So we'll that Money Heist and Squid Games approvals will come out to you all soon. I will take a sign off from you all. Bye bye, everybody. Take care and start editing and working on your final project. And if your exams are going on, all the best for your exams.